Today, we take a look at this awesome mashup of a 3x3x3 and 4x4x4 puzzle. We'll also talk about how having identical pieces on a puzzle can affect your solve. All that in this episode of Custom Cuber. One of the popular patterns that can be formed with a regular 3x3x3 cube is the checkerboard pattern. However, this pattern is not possible on a 4x4x4, at least not completely. We can try, but the pattern won't apply to all sides. This is why I wanted to create a 4x4x4 checkerboard pattern that applies to all cube sides. But to make it a bit more interesting, I wanted to superimpose that pattern on the 3x3x3 cube. Enter the checkered 4x4x4 pattern cube. The first step of designing this puzzle was dividing the face of the cube into a 4x4 grid. In this face, for example, this part represents one square on the 4x4 grid. Then I colored these squares based on the checkerboard pattern, pairing the standard opposite colors, red and orange, yellow and white, and blue and green. The only solved state of this cube is in its checkerboard form. Of course, we are unable to create a state in which a face shows only one color because each piece of the puzzle, or cubie, always houses a pair of colors on every side. For example, we can't form a side that's only green because some blue sections always come with the green parts. This cube also presents an interesting solve. First, the centers have to be oriented correctly. The solver has to make sure that the color pattern on the centers match the ones on the edges, something that isn't a concern in a regular 3x3x3 since that one just has plain sides. You can learn more about center orientation by checking out the video on the top right. Another challenge in solving this cube is a lot of the pieces look very similar, so it might not be that easy to determine where cubies should be placed once this is scrambled. Let's have a quick scramble so I can show you what I mean. So let's try to solve the layer with a yellow and white center. This edge looks like it should fit. Both the yellow and white parts match the centerpiece. But since this puzzle requires center orientation, we have to check if the side matches as well. This edge can match the red and orange center here, but we can also make it match the one on the opposite side. How do we know which one is correct? We don't. This is why this design presents an additional challenge to the solver. Placing a piece in the wrong part of the cube during the solve might lead to a permutation that can prevent the solver from completing the whole cube. All of these factors make this puzzle a bit more difficult than the regular cube despite having the same pieces and the same possible moves. Can you think of easier methods for tackling the solve for this cube? Thanks for checking out this puzzle. There's a lot more that can be explored with the 4x4x4 pattern that's overlaid on the 3x3x3 cube, so make sure you subscribe to see what other ideas I tried to experiment with. I hope to hear your thoughts in the comments below and see you in the next video.